Day 3, Part 2. Today we are starting off in Ponce de Leon Springs, Florida, and we are driving to Louisiana. We're headed through Alabama and Mississippi, and it is supposed to take approximately 4.5 hours to get there. And we have not decided how long we will stay in Louisiana yet, as it's right near New Orleans, and we have never been there before. And just as we exited Florida, we hit a band of rain, and the driving slowed down considerably. And it lasted all of Alabama and a lot of Mississippi, and then it picked up again in New Orleans. And then the rain got even worse, some of the worst rain that we've actually ever driven in. We considered pulling off at the next exit, but it was raining so hard that we could not even see where the exits were.
Hi, it's raining so bad, I don't know if you can see or which way Jen is pointing the camera.
Pointing at you.
Alright, well then, anyway, if you can see forward, you can clearly see, and we can't see, everyone is driving with their hazards on. If Jen would politely show you the way, then we can't really see shit. Alright, thanks. I can't even see where I'm going. Thank you, Biloxi. Alright, looks like it might be getting better. There we go. Alright, we out.
I'm adding this now after we've already arrived in California, and I have to say that yes, this driving was bad. However, with this one exception of the driving right now, we missed so many major storms and hurricanes and horrible, horrible weather that we are considerably lucky that this was the worst that we had weather-wise during our driving across country.
In Mississippi, if you pull off to the Welcoming Center, we had some gentlemen come up to us in a golf cart and say, hey, are you staying for a longer period of time? We said, no, we're going to be here just to let the dog go to the bathroom and us too. He said, well, if you needed to stay for a longer amount of time, I don't necessarily think they meant overnight, but if you wanted to extend it and kind of wait out the rain, which we have had, look at these little spots you can just pull off on. They're pull-throughs.
Adorable.
And they have water, they have a free dump station,
some water.
and they have free water fill up. So you can go here and, yeah.
Alright, and in this clip here, we have made it through Alabama, we've made it through Mississippi, we are now in Louisiana. The rain has just been drizzling on and off now, and it has not been nearly as bad as in those past clips.
Rain all day.
And in these clips here, we are just outside of New Orleans. We're going to be staying at a state park, which is just maybe, 15-20 minutes from the heart of the city. And of course, we are stuck in primetime traffic. All said and done, this 4.5-hour driving day has really turned into something much more like 7 or 8 hours of driving. It's been a long day, and we are eager to get to this park already and set up camp for the night. And can we get a little bit more rain, please? At least we have some cool bridges to drive over. And we are almost there. We are crossing the Mississippi right now. And we are going to be at our campground in a matter of about 20 minutes more, and I'm going to spare you the details of videotaping the rest of the traffic to get there. And we have arrived at Bayou Saguenay State Park. Sorry if I mispronounced that. We arrived after they'd officially already closed. But here we have this little guy to welcome us to the park. How cool. And after driving around once or twice to pick our spot, we see this little guy come out from behind the trash bins. Now, for us, this was pretty exciting because this was a first. We've not really ever seen armadillos like this. Maybe once years ago in my 20s, I saw one run across the road or something like that in New Mexico. But we got to watch these little critters running around and welcoming us to this park we stayed in, and running away from us, of course. Now, I know that these are actually considered pests. I looked it up after the fact, and they carry diseases that can transmit to humans. And in Louisiana, they are really considered to be a pest, and you should call animal control if they're on your property. But we were really delighted to get to see them in action at the state park, and this was the perfect prime time for them because the ground was so wet. It's, I guess, their favorite time to run around and eat. This is the only night we saw them, and we ended up staying 3 nights in this park, and this is the only time that we actually got to see them running around like this. And the bugs, oh my gosh, so many bugs, mosquitoes all over the place, and you can hear all the other bugs in the background. They were really loud. And I'm going to take you out on a little walk that we took through the park after we got the RV situated. We are still in alligator territory, unfortunately, but they have some ducks here that I have never seen and some other creatures, and we're going to explore the park more thoroughly over the next couple of days, as well as get to tour a couple of different areas of Louisiana. And after all that rain, at least we got a sunset, and we had a very peaceful and comfortable stay here in the state park.